Hello my pumpkins, it's Bella and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another story time, finally, and I actually cannot believe that I haven't told you guys this story before. This happened so long ago. This happened when I had like 30 to 50,000 subscribers and I was super duper new on YouTube, and to this day it's still probably the craziest like altercation I've ever had with a company on my time on YouTube. Like, this was wild. So if you guys do want to see more story times on my channel, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna stop babbling. Let me just tell you the story. So this happened a while ago when I had like 30 to 50,000 subscribers, and I guess there was like a few companies here and there that decided they wanted to work with me, which was crazy to me, might I add. Like, when a company wanted to work with me, I was like, holy shit, like this is a real thing, like somebody actually wants me to promote them. What's going on? And I was really excited every time a company reached out to me, but I would only like work with companies that like I liked their product. I didn't charge any money then. If I didn't, I'm just gonna like full disclosure, if I didn't want to work with a company, I just like wouldn't reply. I didn't really know how to like deal with that kind of thing, and I didn't want to seem rude and be like, I'm sorry, I don't want to work with you, because then obviously why wouldn't I want to work with them besides the fact that I don't like their product? So I just like wouldn't reply, and normally if that happened I would get like one email from them, the first email which I wouldn't reply to, and then I'd get like a follow-up email being like, did you receive our email? And then that would be it from the company that I heard, and that will become relevant later. Like, I wasn't just saying that for no freaking reason. So there was this company, I'm not going to mention any names of course, and I'm not going to mention the name of the company or the name of the person running the company, but basically they reached out to me and they were like, hey, we'd really like to work with you, and I was like, cool. But I didn't reply because I actually thought that their product was really cool, and I had been like eyeing them off for some time, but like from different companies. But I didn't want to work with the company because I think it must have been that the way they emailed me that I just wasn't really like into it. I was like, oh, I don't really know if I want to work with this company. So I ignored the email. Then I got another follow-up email. I ended up getting like 3 or 4 emails from them before I got a Facebook message from the owner of the company, which first of all I thought was really weird to like be messaging the person like on Facebook. Second of all, the most awkward thing about the fact that he messaged me on Facebook, which really unprofessional, but the same year he messaged me and like tried to flirt with me, so that was really awkward. And the worst thing is he would have seen that and then messaged me anyway, which takes the fact that he messaged me on Facebook to unprofessional to extremely unprofessional. The fact that we both knew that he tried to like hit me up that same year, I just feel like that's so like, ugh, like it makes me cringe. And I was just looking at it like, what the hell? I'm not replying to that. That is so incredibly awkward. So anyway, I have the actual Facebook messages still. Are you guys? These are the messages that he sent me after emailing me and I didn't reply. This was after like 3 or 4 emails. He goes, hi Bella, next message, I've sent you a business inquiry, next message, please check your email, next message, thank you, next message, business name is blah blah. So the reason I'm counting out the messages will become clear soon, but it really fucking annoying. So he sends like a lot of messages. He's not the type of guy to just send everything in one message. He's the type of guy to be like, and I really liked this. Like, just send that all in one message. Anyway, then about 50 minutes later, this guy has no patience. 50 minutes later he goes, let me know what you think and if you are interested. So I decided to reply to his email. I was like, look, I actually like the product, and their email was a little bit sketch, but I kind of want to get them off my back, so I'm just going to work with them. So I replied to that email. I got an email back from them, and then I didn't reply for like 1 day, which isn't that much time in hindsight. So I didn't reply for 1 day, got another email from them and Facebook messages from them. This is 24 hours of me not replying, and they go, hey, and not to mention, do you guys remember my things that piss me off video where they like put a space before their exclamation mark? This is what this guy does. Hey, this is so and so from blah blah. We have replied to your email proposal. Can you please let us know, because we will be conducting work next week and we are in a rush to launch the product. Let me know ASAP, please, either on email or here on Facebook. Also, we're happy to pay for your business. Also, we need to do this week Wednesday or Thursday, thanks. And then I didn't reply to his Facebook messages. He sent these messages at 12:55 p.m. and then like 7 hours later at 7:30 p.m. he sends me more Facebook messages and goes, "Hi Isabella, I've sent you an email." And I was like, holy fucking titty. So after he says, "Hey Isabella, I've sent you an email," half an hour later at 8:08 p.m. he goes, "So is it okay if you do an Instagram video plus a photo? We are happy to pay if that's your requirement." Yes, I decided to reply to him via email. We went back and forth over email. Probably, oh god, I'm really bad at telling stories. So before he sent all of those messages in the same bloody day, we had talked on Instagram, like when I replied. Before I didn't reply for that day, we said that I was gonna do one Instagram post and one Instagram video, which later we turned into one Instagram post and then mentioned them in a YouTube video. So that's why he said it's okay if you do an Instagram video plus a photo. And then I ended up after this deciding to like reply. After he sent all these messages, I replied to him and I said, yeah, it's okay if we do that. And then I decided to charge him a little bit of money. I think I charged like $50 or something like that. I know that sounds really bad. I would never do that now. You guys have to know I would never ever do that now. Anyway, we went back and forth on email after that and we kind of talked about like getting the product to me. So he wanted a shipping address and I was like, I don't know, I just found this guy so shady, the way he was talking, the way he was working with me. I just found him really, really shady. So I didn't want to give him my address. So I was like, Kerry, can I please give him your address? Like, I just get really bad vibes from this guy and I don't want him to know where I live. Didn't have a PO box, didn't even think to have a PO box. Kerry was like, yeah, it's fine, you can give him my address. So I gave him Kerry's address to ship the product to that address. And then all of a sudden, after I give him the address, he's like, can we drop the product off to you? And I was like, no. We kind of like had to really hash that out. I was like, you are not dropping the product at the house. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna come and meet up with you. I just want you to mail the product to me. And they were like, well, we're a new business. It would be a lot cheaper if we could just drop the product at your house. And I was like, dude, like, they were basically refusing to mail me the product. All they wanted to do was come and drop it off at the house. So I stopped replying. I was like, that's it. I am not working with these people. I don't want anyone showing up at my house. This is so shady. I don't feel comfortable working with these people, especially if they're gonna insist on dropping it off, making me feel uncomfortable, even though I've said multiple times, like, no, that's not happening. I want you to mail it to me. I stopped replying to them and then I get, hi Isabella, this is blah blah. Can I drop the product off tonight? Also, would you like me to pay you in cash tonight? And I was like, what the hell? So I didn't reply to that one either. I was just not going to reply to him at all. I was just going to be like, you know, this is it. And you think that you would take the hint. Like, if someone's not replying to you after saying, no, you can't come to the house, you think they would be like, okay, we're not going to come to the house. Not quite what happened in this situation. Kerry didn't have a car or a license at that time, so I picked him up from work. He only lived like, he only worked 5 minutes from our houses. So I went and picked him up from work. We got dinner afterwards. This was at like 9:30 p.m. I think, and we were just waiting for our dinner. We were getting takeaway, and then Kerry gets a call from his dad being like, there's 2 guys at the house with Bella. And my heart just like dropped. And Kerry just like looked at me and was like, what the hell? He knew everything that was going on. I told him that they were like trying to come to the house and stuff. And I told him that I said, no, they can't come to the house, and that I stopped replying to them. So it's like, as soon as he said that, because like his phone was on loud so I could hear what his dad was saying, Kerry just like looks at me, and I was like looking at Kerry and I was like, what the fuck? I had no idea what to do. I was just like kind of like freaking out. I was like, oh god, like I felt so bad as well that like his parents had no idea what was happening, and these 2 random guys just like show up at his parents' house. Like his parents must have been like, what the hell? She's organized this, she's not even here. Like his parents must have just been like, what is this bitch doing inviting these random guys to my house and not even being here? So our takeaway came, we went back to Kerry's house. I was like freaking out. We like parked the car and I could see them at their car. They were like sitting on the bonnet of their car, and then I like slowly got out of my car and we kind of like walked over to them. And I'm like a really like nervous person. Like I hate talking to new people. I hate talking to people I don't know. I would much prefer to just like talk online because I can kind of say what I want. But if I'm in person, like I'm way less confident and I'm more like, oh my god, like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool. So nice in person, but I can be really firm over text and be like, no, that's not what's happening, like, I don't want you to do this. But in person, I'm like, yeah, whatever you want. So we were walking over there and I was so angry in my head, and I was like, I know that I'm gonna be nice to these people. So they came over, they shook our hands, Kerry stayed out with me for moral support because I couldn't do that shit alone, and they like gave me the product and stuff, and then they brought up that they wanted to be my manager, and I was like, seriously, 30% cut of the $50 that she charges that I didn't even charge, I charged one time. So they dropped the product off and like blah blah blah, we were really nice to each other, and then they left after like 15 minutes of talking, which was the longest 15 minutes of my life. And then the next day he messages me, he goes, hey Isabella, would you like me to contact you through here or email? Thank you, nice meeting you last night. And I was like, email would be best, right? So you think they would then contact me on email? No. Replies to me again on Facebook, goes, hey Isabella, so can you do a YouTube video and an Instagram post? When can you do those things by? Do you think you can do the project by Monday, please? So that's 4 messages. Then I was like, I won't be able to upload on my Instagram on Monday, unfortunately. It would be best if you could reply via email. So you think you would reply via email after being asked twice? You see reply via email? Okay, I'm gonna reply via Facebook. So when will you be able to? Can you please upload the YouTube video on Instagram on Tuesday or even Sunday? And yeah, sure thing, I'll reply via email, thanks. Well, you didn't. Then I just stopped replying and I was like, no, if you want to talk to me, you can actually reply via email. So he did, he emailed me and we spoke about when I was going to do it, and I wasn't going to do it for, I think it was like a week or a week and a half from the date that we had been talking. I was going to post the Instagram photo and the YouTube video a week to a week and a half from then. That makes sense. Like if we were talking on a Monday, for instance, I was going to post it like next Monday or next Wednesday or something like that. After we agreed when I was going to post, he kind of like sent me guidelines of like what he wanted tagged in the video. Like for instance, in the description box, they were kind of like, we'd like you to put our company in the description box, and on the Instagram photo we would like you to hashtag this. And I was like, yeah, cool, but I didn't reply to it because all I would have replied would have been like, okay, noted, thank you. Like it just not a very meaningful reply. I didn't really see like the need for any more conversation, so I just didn't reply to the email. And then the next day, not to mention this was on a weekend as well, this was on a Saturday, so I just wanted to like enjoy my Saturday. I don't really reply to emails or anything on Saturday or Sunday. They're kind of like my days off of YouTube, just to like chill out and just like be me. Then I get a message on Facebook the next day on Sunday. This is the next day after he sent me the guidelines, which all I would have replied to would be, okay, noted. And he goes, I've sent you details on your email regarding our business, thanks. I messaged you on here because you take too long to reply to emails. I'm running a business, Isabella, and I need things done efficiently. And I was like, I understand you need things done efficiently, but I'm not posting for a week from now. And all I would have done is replied and been like, okay, noted, thank you. Like we could have talked about it closer to me posting, or you know, I was gonna send the post for approval anyway, so we could have talked about it then. We could have talked about it the next day on Monday, like not on my weekend, like in business hours. I ended up getting really annoyed at this point because I was so sick of just getting Facebook message after Facebook message and email after email and just being pushed and pushed, especially because I didn't want to work with these people in the first place. And after everything they had done, like coming to my house like when I didn't want to work with them and constantly message me when I didn't reply because I didn't want to work with them, I ended up getting really annoyed. So I was like, I said that I couldn't post until a week from now, so why do you feel the need to constantly message me on Facebook when I've only taken 12 hours to reply? It's not a long time and I'd like to enjoy my weekend without being hassled. It's very unprofessional to message me on Facebook every time I take a small amount of time to reply, as I am busy. It was also extremely unprofessional to show up at my boyfriend's house without 1, telling me, 2, arranging a time or even waiting for a reply, or 3, even knowing if it was okay to do so, as I never said that it was okay. I felt forced to do this as you showed up without my permission. And then from him, I get message after damn message. And this is where the like me counting the messages comes into play. So he goes, okay, I'm sorry, but I did message you and I needed to deliver it because I have a business to launch. So I have deadlines to meet. And if we pay you for it, I think it's reasonable you discuss business with us in the appropriate manner. That includes replying to emails, to things we have asked. Anyway, I'm sorry if we disrespected you in any way. I just hope our communication can be better. That is 12 damn messages that could have been fit into one paragraph. And I reply and I say, please find someone else. I didn't reply to your first email because I didn't want to do business in the first place. And please send your replies in one message instead of one word at a time, because I was fed the fuck up. And then he goes, I understand that, I won't hassle you, but there's information you need to know, as in the little sheet he sent me that I would have just replied, okay, cool. With regards to my business, I don't mean to disrespect you as I have said, but I have deadlines to meet and there's information you need to know so everything runs smoothly. I said, please stop messaging me one word at a time. I'd appreciate just one message as I do have notifications turned on. And that's when I got annoyed and I was like, so you could have waited and then told me once I replied before Monday. I was like, look, I'm gonna do it to you if you won't stop fucking doing it to me. Then he goes, okay, that's fine, I'll speak to you on Monday. Which is what we should have done in the first place, instead of me like getting into this whole like little argument with someone that I'm working with. So yeah, it was just like, that's the whole thing. And then I just remembered this because they tried to work with me again recently, and I told my friend, I was like, holy shit, like I gotta tell you this story. I told her what happened and she was like, dude, have you made a story on this? And I was like, no, what a good idea. I need to tell you guys the most annoying company that has ever tried to work with me in my life. So yeah, that's basically what happened. I posted the shit on Monday and was done with them. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you don't think I'm a brat. I don't know if I made myself come across as a brat, but honestly it was like really annoying, frustrating at the time. I didn't even want to work with them and they just would not leave me alone. I felt like it was so unprofessional. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this story time. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up for me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!